Welcome to Discover Volunteering with Information Barrie. Information Barrie, which is part of the Public Services Department at the library, maintains a community directory of over 2,500 listings of health, government, and social services, as well as charitable and nonprofit organizations. In addition to the community directory, Information Barrie has a volunteer database which lists volunteer opportunities with nonprofit organizations in our community. Volunteering offers vital help to people in need, to worthwhile causes, and to the community. But the benefits don't end there. Volunteering has been shown to give people a sense of accomplishment and to increase feelings of happiness. The right match can help volunteers find friends, connect with the community, learn new skills, and even advance their careers. So if you're a high school student needing volunteer hours, a newcomer to the community, or someone who wants to give back, the volunteer database can help. To start exploring, go to the Barrie Public Library website at barrielibrary.ca. From the main page, go to the Services heading and then choose Volunteer Database. To find volunteer opportunities, you can search in a number of different ways. At the top of the search screen, you can search for volunteer opportunities by duration, whether it's a one-time special event, a short-term, medium-term, or long-term commitment. You can also search by age, and you can search by community, in this case Barrie. Another main way you can look for volunteer opportunities is by using the Interests tab. If you click on this tab, a number of options come up and they're listed alphabetically. So things like animal services, arts and crafts, childcare, computers, donations, and so on. If we click on one of these, for example, animal services, 8 listings come up under that heading. And if we take a look at one of them, this one is with an organization called Camp Hill Communities Ontario. So when you're looking at a listing, you'll find contact information. So this is the person that you would contact to inquire about volunteering. So there's usually a phone number and an email. Then you'll see a list of duties, so what the volunteer would be involved in if they were to volunteer with this organization. And this listing has 2 sites, so it looks like they have volunteer opportunities at a site in Barrie and one out in Angus. There often will be a more information link, which is generally a website. The listing will also give you an indication of who you'll be working with, so this is the clients of the organization, the age of the volunteers, and whether or not it's suitable for high school students. And farther down, you'll often find information about when they need volunteers. So some of the listings are very specific, whereas others are more general. So after reading one of these volunteer opportunities, if you're interested in it, you can click on this tab that says, "Yes, I'd like to volunteer." And this will open up a form, and you would fill in your contact information, and it gets sent to the organization as an email. And then they would get back to you, and it's the beginning of a conversation for you to discuss whether or not this volunteer opportunity would be a good fit for you. So if we go back, I also wanted to show you on this listing, at the bottom you'll find a section called Agency Details. And if you're wondering what this organization does or want some more details, you can look at this section. So there'll be the general information here, but if you click on the More Agency Information link, this will open up into the Information Barrie Community Directory, which gives a more detailed description of the type of work that the organization is involved in. So if we go back, and then we go to the top and go to Home, another way that you can search for volunteer opportunities is by organizations. If you click on this tab, an alphabetical list of organizations comes up. So this always shows all of them by default. If you want to focus on a particular organization and you know the name, You can narrow your search down a bit, so if I know I'm looking for the Barrie Food Bank or Barrie Literacy Council, if I know I'm looking for an organization called Urban Pantry, I can go to you, etc. So if we look at the Barrie Literacy Council, for example, again, I can just click on that, open up. They're looking for a tutor for adult students, and the same type of information is here. The contact information, the duties, who you'll be working with, and again, you can click up here if you're interested in contacting them. So going back again, there's another section on the front page, is the keyword search. So this is a more general way of searching. Say for example, I have keywords selected and I want to do some type of volunteering with children. I could just type in children and see what comes up. So again, 16 records come up that have something to do with children, and they might be not very specific compared to the other searches we've done, but it's certainly another way that you can search for volunteer opportunities. If we go back again, in that keyword search section, you'll also see a way of searching called step-by-step searches, and this provides a step-by-step way of looking for volunteer opportunities. So you can choose from the check boxes. So from here you would choose an area of interest, and then you would choose another area of interest, say for example music and performing arts, and then different opportunities come up that have something to do with music and performing arts. So if we go back here, similar to the step-by-step search is a student step-by-step search, and this focuses on high school students. So again, you can put an age in here, you can select a community, and you can also just show opportunities that are suitable for the high school volunteer component. This last tab here is search tips, and this is helpful for some background information. A lot of what I've talked about in this video is listed here, so you might want to refer to this. It's just ways to do different ways that you can find volunteer opportunities in the database. Also on this front page, you'll see a couple of other tabs. Suggest an opportunity. If you're an organization and you have a volunteer opportunity that you'd like to include on our volunteer database, you can click here and a form opens up, and so you would put in the relevant information, and it gets submitted to us as an email. So going back to the home page again, you can also contact Information Barrie through this tab, and then this tab takes you directly to the community directory, which is a listing of health, government, social services. So they are connected, the volunteer database and the community directory, in that way. I hope that this video has helped you discover ways to volunteer by using the Information Barrie volunteer database. Take some time to explore the database and keep checking back as it is updated daily. If you need more help, please call us at 705-728-1010 option 3, or email us at askus@barrielibrary.ca.